Hi everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Woo. We have a full moon on Monday. Now, I'm going to speak of it not in astrological specifics, but energetic specifics, because I'm working with both sidereal and tropical astrology, both modalities, and combining the energies. So this is a full moon where we are going to have some tension around the beliefs we've held. And they're going to be challenged. The reason they're being challenged is because we're really being asked to redefine every level of our life. And I'm talking about even at the top level of what even is this existence. We are going through a massive upgrade and evolution as a species, as our technological advancement becomes something that is actually going to be evolving our spirituality and how we see our soul, how we see the world, how we see God. This is happening now, and this full moon is so on time for it. There is a warning about this full moon, and we're seeing it play out in our world, in the puppet shows. The outburst of anger creating absolute chaos. So if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I've been saying, do not angry text, don't send a reply until you have regained equilibrium, taken some time so you can respond with integrity in a way that will allow you to continue to respect yourself. Do not drunk text, hi, tweet, whatever. Because the consequences of our communications, if not aligned with our integrity, are just catastrophic right now, to be honest. You are going to have anger rising up right now. And the anger is really based in confusion. There's a frustration that's coming from so many choices, and we're having to make so many decisions that feels like at one time. My advice and my guidance, slow down. It can wait. There is this sense of urgency that is false running through our lives. It's not real. You get to pause. You can stop and take time to decide what you want to say and when you want to say it. Another part of this full moon energy that we need to be aware of is there is a swell of optimism that's going to come, and it's emotional and it's going to feel good because there is a level of understanding. There is new clarity coming in. There are new dreams that you want to take hold of and bring to fruition. Do not promise more than you can deliver. You may feel that desire to say yes. Again, you can take time. You can say you're going to think about it. Let it go through an emotional cycle. Take the weekend, take a couple days before you promise anything or sign that contract. Now, there is a really cool aspect. Whenever we have a full moon, it's the sun and the moon in opposition to each other. This is where situations are going to pop up because they are mirroring our internal world. We can really see with full moons what we need to work on, where relationships have points within them that we need to smooth out, talk about, work out. It gives us this mirror. In our lives, we can see where there's an uptick in activity. That's where we need to focus to resolve, to bring it back to equilibrium. Well, the sun right now is conjunct a fixed star called Bellatrix. So Bellatrix is opposite the moon. Bellatrix is the feminine warrior, right? And the sun in this configuration with this full moon is asking for the truth. So there's this energy combination of becoming a warrior in the fight or pursuit of what is the truth so you know what to believe. Now, beliefs create. What you believe is what you're going to be in, right? This is the life hack of, this is just huge. What you believe is what you're going to see. It's going to be the foundation of what your world is going to be created on. This full moon is saying there are a lot of new truths coming in. There is so many revelations happening, not just about, what people have been doing in the past on every level of society, including your personal life, but a revealing of the truth about the architecture of what all of this actually is. There is a redefinition of life, the soul, God, that is going to be flooding humanity faster and faster. If you've been watching me, I've been saying the discipline that you are going to have to carve out stillness. This is a real feat. It's not easy, but it's a requirement for you to take care of your body, because this is not going to let up. The constant immersion in information is only going to increase. We are going to have to adapt to contain and manage the influx of information coming in, the influx of stimulation coming in. And so something as simple as being out in nature then becomes the actual medicine. Something as simple as doing nothing becomes medicine, becomes necessity. So with this full moon, know that it is okay to question what you thought was true. All of it's going to be changing. And there is a sense of, like I said, frustration that comes with the confusion of not having the answer. That's okay. You don't have to have the answer right now. You just have to be willing to be on the ride. This June, which is what we're in into July, we will really remember, because so much is going to change in these next 2 months that really redefine how we're going to live our lives. Whatever you're talking about in this full moon time and this week, because really this energy takes the week, you will have a chance when the new moon is exact on June 25th to bring part of what you're understanding into fruition. So know that you don't have to jump on anything, because there's a quality about this full moon that's gonna make you feel like, it kind of has new moon energy. There are new ideas. You want to jump. But just know that there's going to be an even better time to start things in 2 weeks when that new moon is exact on June 25th. Now, I am doing this next to a picture of elephants, and that is not by chance. I think one of the things that helps me is that sense of feeling when everything is so in the mind. And this is definitely a full moon that is heavy mind energy. To really look into nature and see, well, what are the creatures that are really large? How do they hold their energy? The elephant, the whale, these creatures have lessons for us right now. And I want you guys to work with these totems of elephant and whale this week, to think about how you can embody that sense of largeness in your energetic field to balance out this frenetic energy that's only going to be increasing. To imagine your feet on the ground like large elephant feet and legs. To imagine that huge whale flowing through water. These are images that hold codes, subconscious codes for the human brain, for the human spirit. That even just thinking about them can put our nervous system into a state of calm. And it is only in the state of calm that we can really access our intuition to be making these decisions that are knocking at our door. To be sitting with the question of, well, what do I believe now that things have changed so much? Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this. If you're here with me now, then I want to invite you to patreon.com/thegoodwoo, where I go deeper into these topics. If you're watching on Instagram, well, you're probably not on Instagram anymore. Now you're on YouTube. Please hit the subscription button and the notification bell and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for viewing, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you over on Patreon. Until next week.